Hey guys, what's up? Let me just close that down. We don't need that up right now because Tenchi, I don't know what he's doing right now. He was supposed to join me for today's episode, but I don't know where he's at right now. So might have some people hop in here with me as we go. But for right now, we're just gonna go ahead and get this show started. Do it on solo for right now. So welcome. This is episode 61. This will be a little bit of a shorter episode. I don't have a whole lot to go over this week. So, but yeah, let's just get right into it. The main here, and let me even the main drama obviously right now, and the title of the stream, is obviously content creator drama, right? Because of what's going on with like Wardi and there's been a lot of posts about it. Fear Dragon made a video and actually posted it to Reddit, which he hasn't been a Reddit user in like a really long time. Obviously, like completely avoids it at this point, which we'll talk about Reddit in a second. But so basically, I just want to kind of clarify for those that don't know why, at least in my opinion, why Wardi is upset. So, in my opinion, Wardi is upset because I think he feels disrespected that players, he's trying very hard to schedule around them, are still canceling on him like last moment to do other things, which whatever. But like he feels disrespected because of like all the work that he's doing, and he feels like that they're not respecting him back. So I think that's the first thing, and I think the second reason is he's been doing this for such a long time, and he puts out a lot of great content, whether it be natural expansion like his podcast series, or it's the tournament series stuff that he does, for like Wardi Team League, or now like the map contest. So he does so much, and it's hard because for him, he was his main focus is trying to do StarCraft full time. Like he loves the game so much that he just wants to be able to produce content full time. And why that's so hard is because he's getting to this level. He's at like this threshold of like 250 subs, and it was pretty much his main focus like last year was like, all right, like if we can just get to 300, if 50 more people will subscribe or do whatever, he's able to just do it full time without worry. And he got there, right? Like he got up there for December. Got way up there. I mean, I think because gifting subs were like half off or whatever. So like everyone saw like a nice increase, and then now he's like dropped back down to like that 250, and he feels like he's working so hard and like he's improving because those numbers are going up, right? And then to see them drop back down, it's like disheartening, right? Because it's like, oh well, I guess not as many people enjoyed my content as I thought. So here on my mic, and I understand that completely. If you look back at some of our videos, you look at Artosis video, which is a great interview, 3,000 views, Innovation, 2,000, Sue 1,000. But then you look at some of our other ones, which are equally as great interviews, and maybe it's only like 600 or 700, 200 to 300. I mean, there's a huge drop off, and I think for myself that I do know how he feels, because that is pretty frustrating. And obviously like a big name's going to draw in, big numbers, but for him, it's it's like he's got all these great players, every week, and multiple times per week, playing in these huge tournaments, and he's putting out so much content. So I get where he's coming from. I get why he is upset, right? Because he just feels like he's not progressing. He's staying where he's at, but that's not his goal. His goal is to get better and be better. So he made the thread of saying hey, like probably not going to do this next year. Which he was frustrated. He was having a bad day, whatever, was going on, with people not showing up. And I know that some people, apparently had not actually made commitments and others had, or whatever. That's not really the point. He was having a bad day, and someone had posted his, Twitter comment on Reddit. And then we're going to get into Reddit. So they posted that Reddit comment, his Twitter comment onto Reddit. We're talking about Wardi. So they posted his Twitter comment onto Reddit, and it basically said like, yep, I'm not going to be doing this next year, blah, blah, blah. And then it proceeds to a lot of people were like, oh, like Wardi, we love you, and da da da. But then there was also like, I don't really like Wardi. Like, I think he's really boring, and I think he should do this and da da da. And then he reads that, and then he just gets more upset, and it's like, okay, guys, like, what are we doing here? So, all right, I'm gonna have MY Smile join me for a portion of this talk. Smile, I'll bring you in. Hey, what's up?
Not much, my dude. I tried my best to lose the game. We ended up winning.
All right, well, we'll add in here as my guest for right now.
Hey.
So yeah,
multicultural guest.
Multicultural. That's what we're all about here.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so ventricle sex. I'm banned from Wardi's chat for no reason. Anymore. I mean, that's fair. Like, you don't have to watch everyone's content. That's not the point. That's not the point I'm getting across, right? I'm just making the connections to why it's frustrating as a content creator to have this type of stuff happen to you. But yeah, so what I was explaining, Smile, was like how Wardi, was frustrated that he's not progressing, and now he made a tweet just saying like, hey, I'm probably not going to be able to do this next year. And then someone posted that on Reddit. And then some people were like, Wardi, we love you, da da da. And then other people were like, well, Wardi sucks. Who gives a shit anyway, right? But when you're already like down and out, right? Like, he's already feeling like shit, like, because of like what happened with people dropping out of his tournament. Like, he's not having the best fucking day, right? And then he reads some of those comments, and it's like, you're just, he's getting kicked when he's down, right? I mean, he's not doing himself any favors by reading these comments.
Yeah. Yes. By the way, let me know if the microphone volume is bad or something.
No, you're good, dude.
Okay.
But
I'll stand behind Wardi, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Wardi puts out a lot of great content, and whether or not he's your cup of tea or not, whether or not you enjoy his casting, the content's there, right? Like, I mean, there are certain streams that I don't like, and I'll still watch their content, but I might mute it. Like, I might still watch the tournament, but I'm not necessarily a fan of like who's casting. I might just mute it, but I'll still watch the content because I don't want to miss out on that, right? But that's and that's just a personal taste thing, right?
In my case, I prefer to just listen to Wardi's voice. I don't even watch the stuff. I just listen to his voice, dude. It's like fucking sick.
I think Wardi's really talented. In my opinion, I really like his solo casting. I think he can cast with other people, like when he does do like other streams.
Him and Maynard.
Yeah, like I think he does a great job. So
yeah.
he definitely can. But obviously, like, he's built his channel on his own. Doing it solo. And that's just how he likes it, right? Because if you bring in someone else, right, like another big talent, like let's say he brings in Maynard, right? Sorry, I got a random text. He brings in like Maynard, right? Well, then all of a sudden, like Maynard's like, well, like if it was like a one-time thing, I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem. But if it's like an every week thing, like Maynard would want to be paid. If he would wants to be like a part of like Wardi's team, he would expect it to be compensated for his time. And so for Wardi, he's like really just trying to do everything on his own, which is fine because he does a great job, and that's why he doesn't want to bring in like a co-caster, and I don't think he needs to anyway because I think he can handle it himself. But
although
go ahead.
I do enjoy Wardi and Maynard. I think Maynard's brings the best out of Wardi really well.
Yeah. But no, like I said, I think it's just it's hard being a content creator in general. And I had made a tweet last night about it. Here, I'm gonna pull it up. What did I actually say? So I can quote myself directly. I said, I think it's hard being a StarCraft 2 I think being a StarCraft 2 content creator is really hard. For a lot of us, it's hard when in our minds we're making thoughtful content, but it seems the community couldn't care less. Right? So this brings it back to Reddit, because when it comes to sharing your content in StarCraft 2, besides Team Liquid, which really no one really, I feel like no one really even posts their content to, right? Unless you're doing something unless TL's doing something, because they don't really. Like if Wax writes an article, then it's like on the front page. But one of my stuff is never on, the front page of Team Liquid, nor would it ever be. So for myself, there's no outlet unless people already know you to get people to watch your stuff, right? So you got to post it to Reddit and hopefully to get new people to watch it or to see it, right? Because if people don't know about you, how does it get shared, right? So that's an outlet, for you to share your content. Now for myself, I've pretty much had nothing but love from the Reddit community. I haven't really had a lot of problems. I mean, every now and again, someone will say, it's shit, or when we first.
That's been lucky though. Honestly, Reddit not hating somebody, it's luck.
I mean,
Reddit can be a very green place.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been hate, but I'm just talking about my overall experience. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's been positive. And I know that that's not the case for everyone, and it sucks. But my point being is like when you're sharing like your shit, there's nowhere else to put it. Like you can't like where else do you like you post it on like your Twitter, you post it on like where else do you put it? Like when you're trying to share it and like if you're trying to grow, like where else can you even?
Well, there's nowhere else. Like nobody reads Team Nuke forums other than the front page. You already said so, and
yeah. So
yeah.
So it's like it's hard, and what's frustrating, right? So like let's say I post like what I think is like a thoughtful piece of content, right? Like doing an interview with a player, or like reviewing like the weekly news or whatever that people would enjoy, which people do obviously because they would like watch this channel and sub to this channel, right? But when you go on there and it's like you got 2 upvotes and then you see like a fucking dumb meme about Proxy 2 gating again, and it's got like 1,000+ upvotes and like 100,000 comments, and you're just like, what the fuck is this community? Like
that was a lie.
Like, would you rather see like I don't understand. Like I guess you guys would rather just have like a meme than like actual content. But at the same time, that everyone wants to complain like, oh, like there's no content, like no one's doing anything, like the community, like dead community, like dead game, right?
Dude, okay, this community is never gonna die, but we are filled with shit posters. It's like we are a bunch of shit posters, and we love that shit.
Here's the thing: I'm okay with seeing like the meme. Like I think it's funny, like right, like I got annoyed with it, like after like so many of those posts, but like initially, yeah, like I was right there with you. Like I thought they were fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I guess you get tired as a content creator, but like,
and then. The next thing I want to address is like Fear Dragon's video, right? So Fear Dragon posted his video, kind of giving his 2 cents on this whole thing, and I thought he made a lot of great points. You'll have to, and I'll link that video actually.
Oh, I want to watch it.
This is the Reddit thread that he posted, and then to his YouTube video, so you guys can watch that later. But he makes a lot of great points in this video, about this shit. And I couldn't really agree more, like in his kind of point of view is, he's got no skin in the game as how he puts it, because like he's not counting on StarCraft for doing it. Like he's just doing it for fun. Like he's a full-time software developer, like he does this like full-time in his spare time, like doesn't expect to make any money in it, whatever. And, and then
Rabbit's a cool guy, isn't he?
And then some people are like, well, you should just be happy. You should be happy, just doing the content, just having people, look at it.
Yeah, that's funny, especially when somebody has stakes, like real life stakes on the fucking game. It's like, hey, you should just enjoy doing this shit that you're putting money into and getting no returns.
Right. I mean, obviously, like you can never guarantee like a return on investment, like when it comes to.
Of course, but you're never gonna be happy without returns.
But
of course you're not gonna be happy. You have to survive, right?
Yeah. But here's the thing that I think that Ravi hit on, that hit the closest to home for me, is people will watch your shit and they like your shit, but they don't do anything, right? So you have fans. They're like, yeah, man, I love your stuff, but like they don't share, like they don't post and stuff, and it's like, what I'm trying to get at is like if you enjoy people's content and you want them to keep doing it, it's really good. If you keep, hitting the like button, share it, leave a comment, like, hey, good, like, even if it's just something like, great episode, hey, thanks, Yeah,
that's how you get new viewers and new growth.
That takes and it's just reaffirming for your content creators that, hey, like, I'm seeing what you're doing and I am enjoying it, Like, it's frustrating too, like, sometimes, like, I'll go on and I might see a post that I might make, right? And, like, let's say it's for one of my videos and it's viewed over like 1,000 times, right? And it's got maybe 100 upvotes, and the video's been viewed like 400 times.
But no shares.
Right. So it's kind of like, okay, well, like, do people like not like it? Do they like it? And like, you could leave feedback, right? Like if maybe you're like, hey, like I thought this episode was decent, but maybe, like I like myself, I'm always willing to take criticism because I'm always willing to improve what I'm doing. I always feel negative about my shit because I always feel like it can be done better. So like I'm always looking for feedback, right? Like I'm always like willing to be like, okay, like but what could I have done differently?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I really know what you mean. Like, I guess it's like I see it a bit differently as a player's perspective. But yeah, that's just rough, especially when you're like, I think Ward is like counting on it to survive, right?
Well, I mean, he's so Wardy's got a degree. I mean, he definitely doesn't have to do StarCraft full time. But the point is that he wants to. Like, he could be making way more money. Like, he's got like, I don't even want to pretend like I know what he's got, but I know he has. I think it's something in IT. Don't even quote me on that. But
yeah, so basically,
he could be working full time and doing other shit, and then doing this on the side, right?
But he basically loves SE2 and wants to do it because he likes SE2 and wants his life to be
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
he's literally willing to make less money in his life if he can do this content full time. You know,
yeah.
like that should show you how dedicated he is right now. Just to the fact that he's willing to do that. Like, he could totally just kind of do like the Fear Dragon route, and like Fear Dragon does like a shitload too. So like, I don't even know when that guy sleeps, because like he's always doing something. You know.
What do you say he works on? Software development, right? He doesn't sleep, dude. He doesn't sleep. Let's be fucking real. He doesn't.
Yeah, no, he's like a fucking vampire.
He looks like a vampire. He is a vampire, dude.
The
Rabbit Diary.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep. but you know, I think, like I said, I think as a community, and you can say what you want. I mean, and people will fucking downvote, you know, this video and tell me I'm a fucking idiot for what I'm saying. But I think if you enjoy content in general, it's like I said, it's not hard to hit share, to hit, you know, the like button, to leave a comment. I think that shit's easy. You know, it takes 2 seconds out of your day to do it, and it really helps the content creators moving forward. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying that you have to fucking donate. I'm not saying you have to subscribe. Those all help financially, obviously, but like, there's other shit that you can do to help support content creators. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah. Like, sharing doesn't cost you money. It's like what, 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, like, obviously, like, that's like what, you know, why he, and the reason, again, going back, it's not necessarily about the money, but for Wardi it was, but it was about the progress, the fact that he had, you know, hit his goal, then surpassed it, then went back, right?
Yeah, I think it also has to do with the fact that, like, a lot of SE2 viewers, right, and that includes me, at one point in time, not anymore, since it went free to play, it kind of proved me wrong. Like, I thought, like, nobody that I knew was gonna get into SE2, like SE2, other than the people that I already know that like SE2, right?
Yeah.
So like, I never really bother sharing shit because like all the friends I have that are into SE2 already know all this shit. Turns out I was wrong. Like, SE2 went free to play. There's a fucking shitload of new SE2 players in Peru, a shit ton of like new SE2 people watching. So like, maybe it's that kind of mentality that's like keeping people from sharing and shit.
Yeah. No.
That could be it.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. Let's see. What does this person say? I think the content creators just hope for a way bigger market than there is because they're making the content, but there isn't enough demand to justify it. Yeah. You know, I would have to agree with that. Unfortunately, like, our scene's not the largest, and there's only so much money to go around. You know, obviously, like, when you're already subbing to Base Trade and you're subbing to, you know, Top or, you know, Sal or whomever, you know, smile.
Doesn't even stream, but
you know, but that's what I'm saying. But you know, so there's only enough money to go around. But again, it's not necessarily always about the money, right? Like, even if it's just the views, right? Because like, let's use YouTube as an outlet, right? Because if everyone in the community viewed, you know, like your videos, right, you might still get money from YouTube, right? So there's still financial security through just watching, you know, through viewing, or, you know, you're potentially helping them get, you know, better sponsors or more sponsors, just through viewer counts. You don't necessarily, again, it's not always about the money, you know, but it's about the support, you know, of the community behind you. You know, and not everyone's going to like your shit. You know, not everyone likes what I do. Not everyone likes what Wardi does. Not everyone likes what Base Trade does. Like, that's fine. Like, you're never going to please everybody, you know, but you kind of just need to like find like your niche and just, you know, go with it. But it's hard right now, but I think our community could do, I think we could do a better job, right? Like I said, just of participating, you know. It's like the class, it's like the class that you just have to fucking show up to, It's like you'd fucking get it as long as you just went. You know?
Yeah, like the thing is like, fuck. I used to agree with what Twitch is saying right now, but then like there's a couple of esports that prove me wrong. Like I don't know if you know the case of Smash Melee. Like Smash Melee was dead. We're talking shut dead. Nobody made tournaments. Nobody played the fucking game. Nintendo was fucking them over. Oh, it was fucking horrible, dude. But like the community literally pushed it back. Like they made it grow. They invited people, friends, people they made online, and the community started to grow. And it had like a mini boom in like 2013, post documentary, and like that fucking game grew. Like now players can actually make a living out of it thanks to the community making it like work. Which is kind of charming from like SC2 has the same thing, which like a grassroots community in that kind of regard, and it's kind of charming community because like at least most of the players we all know each other, like from pro to semi-pro we know the existence of people. Like people that even like viewers don't really know about. Oh yeah, Project them right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I you know, just kind of connecting the, you know, everything that I was saying is, you know, I said this last night in a tweet too, that, you know, being a content creator in StarCraft 2 can be a lot like working in sales, whereas you can do everything right, and you can have done a good job, and you can still fail. You know, your consumer may still not like what you have to offer, right? Like if I work at a car dealership, I can show the car, I can give you all the details and all this shit, but you just be like, yeah, but I just don't want it. It's like, it's not my fault that you don't want it. Like I did everything I should have done. I told you everything you wanted to know, but maybe you just still didn't like it. Doesn't matter. You know, so, and content creation is the same way. It's like, well, it's kind of like, it can just be hit or miss, right? Like with like who's enjoying it and who's watching it. Like some people are just going to like it and just some people aren't, you know? But that's why it can be frustrating, right? When you think, like I said, when you think like you're making, you know, really thoughtful content, you know, and you're putting everything you got into it, and then no one, it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Like no one really cares. So that it can be hard.
Yeah, I mean that's true, KLOX. So the drama scares some people, but it also attracts fun. Like for example, Overwatch has a shit ton of drama going on right now.
Yeah.
Like there's shit with XQC. The Jake XQC kind of animosity as well, the Muma shit, the Profit shit. Yeah. Like some people hate it, some people love it. Like it's gonna attract different kind of crowds, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's not the reason.
Yeah,
and we have very little drama compared to other esports.
Yeah, I mean, and when we do have drama, like it seems like it gets buried pretty quick, and people are like, quick.
Yeah.
Well, I take that back. It's either quick to be forgotten or fucking never forgotten. Yeah. Like if your life or like anyone that's like being accused of match fixing, it's like never forgiven, never forget. You know, like
and people still give Winter shit for like whatever happened like years ago.
Yeah, like view botting and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, even though Winter's actually like legit getting high numbers now.
Yeah. Well, I think. Well, we're getting into a different thing.
That's not go there.
But yeah, no, like I said, just being, you know, a content creator in general, it can be difficult, and you know, and I don't want to say like we have a shitty community, right? Because like our community sent me to Austin, Atlanta, and Montreal last year, right? Like through donation and support through our channel, so that I could go to those events and you know, network, you know, talk to players and do live content. You know, which, you know, we're hoping to do again this year, which you can see that's why our goal is, you know, DreamHack Austin. But, you know, I don't want to say our community is not great, you know, but I feel like I know where Wardi's coming from, like, with that progress, right? Like you're on that high because like everyone's eating up like what you're doing. Like we had a streak there where, you know, we were getting, you know, like, here, I'll even pull it up here. Let me pull up.
Yeah, I don't think that Wardi has any actual ill feelings towards the community. I think he's just frustrated, and I would be as well. Like, yeah, honestly, I guess it feels like trying to get to that next level of play, and like you put all these fucking hours and practice, and sometimes you just don't see the results and shit.
Yeah,
and it frustrates you. It's frustrating. It's a frustrating thing to deal with, and not all the time you will deal with it the correct way either. Like, I don't know. I think people should cut him some slack. But I'm pretty biased. I love Wardi.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, you know, it all, you know, he was having a bad day. you know, and he said some shit, you know, that I think that even, you know, took back some of it. I'm not even for sure. I don't want to put words in his mouth, you know, but I do know that he was having a really bad day, you know. I can understand where he's coming from. You know what I mean? Like it can be fucking tough.
Yeah, it can be.
Like it was tough. It was tough for us, you know. It was tough for myself. Like at the end of like just this last year, like we had like a huge drop in content, and like no one was watching, and like we were canceling a lot of shows because like these pros were, you know, telling me like, yep, like I'll show up, and then like no one was showing up, so we were canceling like, you know, two or three shows a month, and that was super, you know, frustrating and disheartening, you know. For myself, just because it's like, well, fuck, does no one like? Was it that quick? Like, you know, we're already irrelevant. No one really gives a shit about what we're trying to do anymore. Like, you know, and that's why it can be frustrating when you don't leave feedback for people, right? Like, if you're not taking the time to, you know, if someone's doing something wrong and you're not taking the time to let them know, it's frustrating, right? Because like, if we just had
it's harder to
this huge drop off. It's like, well, why does no one care anymore? Like. You guys cared like 3 months ago, but what changed that made you not care anymore?
Yeah, it makes it harder to spot like what they like and what they don't like when they don't tell you what is that they don't like.
Right, exactly. I mean, coming into this year, you know, I had a completely different philosophy with it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do the show each week, you know, regardless of a guest, as long as, you know, like I was gonna have the show on Wednesday, but like my internet was fucked. I had to have the guy come out to repair it, so we're doing the episode today. Next week, I'm gone out of town on Wednesday, so we're gonna do another weekend episode. But for myself, it's like I'm not gonna rely on others to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like if I'm available, then I'm gonna do the show. I'll review the news with you guys. I'll talk with you guys. I'll make a video each and every week, as long as I have the time to do it, which I do. You know. So regardless, like I'm always going to be doing this regardless of, you know, other people or not. You know, it's great if I can get those guests. Like we've already had, you know, a couple great guests this year so far. But I'm just not going to, you know, rely on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, as long as people want to see you, right?
As long as people want to see me.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be a show. Probably.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like a solid fan base is kind of important to keep the creators going.
Yeah, well, and like I said, it's not necessarily about the money. Like, you know, like I said, I want to make that abundantly clear. It's not just about the money. Like money helps, like, right? Like obviously, like, we need $500 to do awesome this year, right? And I'm sure we'll get there. You know, like I'm not worried about it at this point. But it's more about that, you know. It's about, you know, just the viewership and everything. Like for myself now, since we're doing like the pro team shit, you know, like I'm worried about two different things. Like I've got like two separate, you know, things I'm worried about. Like I'm more worried about like Twitter numbers and like overall views than I am about, you know, how much, you know, donations we're getting or how many subs that we have. You know, like, and I, of course, you know, I appreciate everything, and I'll always, you know, shout out anyone who does that, you know, and obviously show love to our subs. But, you know, it's just like you know, there's other stuff to worry about as well, as far as like for you know, for me and for Dank Shrine.
Yeah.
But
how many players do you have right now?
Players?
Yeah.
Okay, well, newsflash, we just signed more, so we have 7 total now.
Oh, scheiße. Like I knew about Bolts, Kawayan, and Bolts and Kawayan.
Yep.
That's fine. I mean, I don't know.
Rengen was our latest signing, and then we just did a bunch of tryouts, and I picked up 4 more, so we'll have 7 total.
Nice.
It hasn't been announced yet. There's going to be a big announcement about that later this month, so you guys.
Spoiler alert! Announcement of an announcement.
yeah.
Welcome to too.
Pre-announcing the announcing. You have to wait for it because there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that needs to get done beforehand, but. Yeah, like, so that should just show you how serious I am about getting into StarCraft, that like I was doing this for just fun. Like I was just like sponsoring like one person, right? You know, with Volts, where I'm like, all right, like I'd actually like to make a full blown org. Like I've got a registered LLC for it. You know, like we bought the website for it. So like I've got like all my shit like lined up. You know, like we're going to be an actual and official like team in an organization now too. So obviously we're doing more, you know, not only am I doing content, but I'm everything that I do, I put back in. So let me make that perfectly clear as well. Like, you know, Wardy does the same thing, but like any money that you guys send us, you know, it doesn't pay my bills. You know, I have a full-time job. I work full-time, and that pays my bills. But all this shit does is it goes back to our work and back into the community, right? So like if we get this 500, that's going to pay for my plane ticket down, and that's going to pay for the Airbnb for our team for the stay. So like that's what that'll cover. So it'll cover my flight, and then the travel expenses, and then it'll cover the team house for everyone to stay in when we're down there, so that, you know, the entire Dank Shrine Pro roster can compete down in Austin. And then we're planning on doing the same thing for Montreal as well. So I always like to say that too, just because, like I said, you know, anything that you guys, you know, give to us, we put right back into it. You know, it goes back into the scene. You know, this isn't just like lining my pockets. You know, I'm not getting that dirty esports money and, you know, making it big. I'm, you know, reinvesting in myself and into our scene.
So. Yeah, I think most content creators like invested right into the scene, mostly, at least in SU2.
Yeah,
like I know you do, Wardi does, Baser does.
Yeah. But like I said, I wanted to give my 2 cents on you know, on why it's difficult to be a content creator and why it can be disheartening sometimes. And like I said, for you guys, you know, like I said, it's just you know, it's watching the content, you know, it's you know, sharing the videos, you know, even if it was like just tweeting at Wardi, right? Like maybe you fucking like never even tweet, but you're just like, hey, like at Wardi, like I really enjoyed the cast today, man. Good job. Like that didn't cost you anything.
Oh, that fucking means the world to people.
Yeah, like you taking like 2 minutes out of that, you know, like that's it. Yeah, it literally means the world. Like that takes you from having a fucking shitty day to having a great day. So when someone tells me like, hey, good job, like I appreciate your content, like keep it up, to me that's worth more than money. Like, yeah. And I don't know, maybe that's like narcissistic because you need to be like praised for your work, but like,
yeah, but it feels nice, you know, like fan encouragement. It's like it means the fucking world to people in this, like it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times like I've gotten through a day because somebody said, "Hey, shit, I like that game you played against a fucking mayor, dude. It was fucking sick." And I was like, "Hey, shit, thank you, dude."
Yeah.
Shit like that. Even if I lost, it's fucking serious, right? Just people having like appreciate you. It's kind of cool. Yeah, look, Bolts enjoy your content.
Yeah, dude. Volts.
Look at that, dude.
He does enjoy the content.
Yeah, he's definitely not forced to say that.
It's not his contract. But no, but like I said, like it's. Smile is a bit loud for your taste. Okay. I'll turn him down. I got you, fam.
Ah, shit.
But no, but yeah, it's just I like I said, I get why, you know, Wardy thinks it's tough. I agree. It can be really fucking hard, man. But part of that is pushing through, you know. It's perseverance, right? Because what's that fucking meme video with Shia LaBeouf, like just do it? Like even though that's a fucking meme video, it's like the message of that video is fucking true. Like what's the line like? If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Like holy shit, like yeah, like that makes sense. Like I like like when I'm feeling shitty, like I honestly think about that. Like if you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Like that's like fucking like a real like good advice right there.
It is. Fucking in that moment where Shia LaBeouf gives you life advice.
Yeah, dude, it's a good video.
He needs it himself now.
I don't know, but yeah, it's just shit like that. And like there was a song too that I had been listening to recently by like who was it? It was by like Futuristic. Well, here, let me look it up because I'll have you guys listen to this. And the message of it, it just it's like one of those songs where you're just like, it just makes sense to you. You know what I mean? Like you can relate to it. It's called Epiphany by Futuristic. Listen to that song. It's one of the lines is about, you know, don't focus on the negativity, and if you have, you know, those people in your life, like they're not worth like spending, like that's not the actual lyric, but that's what it means, you know. Don't waste your time on people that are fake and that are not there to help you. You know, don't put your energy into the negativity. Put your energy into positivity, you know, and cut those people out of your life. So that's kind of the message for today is, while, it feels great to be negative, it feels, even better to be positive. So I think what you guys should all do is, if you have a favorite content creator, you should tweet at them today and then just be like, hey, I really like what you're doing. I hope you keep doing it, and I hope you're finding success in it. That's like what you should do today. You should just reach out to someone, even if it's not even a fucking content creator, even if it's someone in your life that's just having a hard fucking time. Just reach out to them and say, hey, like, hope you're doing well. I want you to succeed. Fucking make someone's day. That's your guys' mission for today. Make someone's day.
That one really deep real fast. Holy shit.
What's that?
That one really deep real fast, dude.
Yeah. Got real quick.
The Fifi's one.
I don't know. But yeah, that I kind of want to be done talking about the drama right now.
Okay.
I think we covered it all. I think I expressed how I feel about it and how I feel about, the content and shit and whatever. So, what's been going on? Like GSL? Like, do you want to talk about GSL at all?
Ooh, actually, I kind of want to talk about ESL because I've been hearing some shit. There was some talking going on about like how Terran's been performing in ESL. Oh boy!
About what?
Terran performances in ESL.
Do you have a link for this or something?
Give me a second. I'm finding the Wikipedia thingy.
Thanks, Vent. I appreciate it.
Yeah, there's no turn left. Oh, dude, but the upset are actually insane. Like, TY got demolished by Alive, Sue, and Dark.
Yeah.
Like, Innovation lost to Zest and Scarlet. Well, Scarlet making it the top 8 as well. Like,
dude, that fucking killed. So, like, I was offering. I was gonna do a free mousepad giveaway if anyone could predict the brackets right. Like, you had to get them all right, like for, not in the order, but just like who got out. But everyone lost in that round, like, because no one picked Zest and Scarlet. Like some people did pick Scarlet, but no one picked Zest.
There's nobody would not pick Zest.
Well, no, people were picking Innovation and Zest, or they were picking Innovation and Scarlet, but like no one specifically did, Scarlet and Zest. Like, no one picked that.
Like, Zest is a very good pair, but like, fuck it. I thought like Linux actually, like, with how he was playing the round before, I thought that Linux would make it out.
Yeah.
Like, you see Linux play against Solar Creator?
Yeah.
Like, that's good. Like, that was fucking sick. He got fucking handled. Like, he just got destroyed.
Yeah, he did. He played really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let's here. I'm gonna pull up the bracket. I'm gonna see. We'll talk about this upcoming bracket here.
Wait, there's a. Oh fuck! I cannot think the GSL thing.
All right, so we got Gumiho, Classic, Deer, and Maru. That's the next group.
That's the next group. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, it's looking grim, dude. Classic and Deer are amazing at PvT.
Let's see. Let me pull this over to the other screen there. There we go. Now you guys can view with us. So Gumi, Classic, Deer, Maru. I think, fuck, dude.
I wanted to link the bracket, but Moobot wouldn't let me. Fuck Moobot.
I'm showing everyone on the screen the bracket so they can see it right now too. I think, fuck, I think that's a tough one.
I'm gonna say fucking Maru does some sort of fucking miracle and just pulls it first, and then I'm going with Deer.
Yeah, like I don't. That's the thing. I'm on the fence. Like I don't think I feel like Classic hasn't been playing like super great, right? Like as of late.
I mean, yeah, my head tells me what Sugar's saying, that Maru and Gumiho are fucked, but I wanna believe in Maru because he's the prince of Terrans. And I want my prince to fucking just like destroy the competition.
Yeah, I mean, with TY not getting out, yeah. Okay. I think Gumiho does get out.
No, I'm not feeling it, dude. I love Gumiho. I
think Gumiho beats Classic, and then I think.
Oh, dude.
I think does Deer beat Maru?
I think Maru beats Deer, and then Maru beats Classic in to get first, and then like Deer beats Gumiho and then Classic. I think that's how it's gonna go.
When I don't remember initially if I'd gone over this with anyone, but looking at it, it's way harder than I remember it being. Because Deer,
let me check Gumiho's Alibulak.
Because I feel like Deer's a little bit of a dark horse, right? But like I feel like everyone knows that now, and like no one wants to like not pick Deer.
Okay, here's the thing. Deer's been historically good at PvT though. Like he's just been doing well, right? Like I remember Deer doing well in PvT when No Protoss was winning.
Yeah.
Back in HOTS. So I don't know. He's never actually bet against Deer when he has a turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go with I'm going with my gut on this one. My gut tells me Gumi Deer. Like that's what my gut's telling me. I don't know. I feel like Maru's not gonna do it, so I feel like it's gonna be Deer and Gumi. So
I mean, fuck. Gumiho did beat Innovation last time he played a Korean there and lost to Solar 3-2. No. Okay, no. I think it's Maru Deer or Deer first, Maru second. That's how I go.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I think Gumiho got boned. It's problem.
I think Gumi gets out though.
No, I don't think so. I think he got boned in this group.
And then
I hope he wins, but I think he just got boned.
What's your prediction for the all toss group? So we got
SOS first.
You think SOS first? You got
stats,
trap, hero, and SOS.
SOS first, stats second, hero probably third, and trap will be trap. SOS is like the fucking god of mindfuckery, dude. That's a PvP.
Yeah.
I think he's going first.
Skatu with the 6-month resub. Thank you, my dude. It's been a great 6 months. Hopefully we can make it to 1 year, my dude. I love you. I'll send out your mouse pad as soon as I get it. Oh, okay. Little side tangent here. So I got a shipment right of the mouse pads that I'm doing for these giveaways, and they were sent out and they should have been delivered last night, and it said like delivered like to door. No, they weren't. And on the USPS like website, there's like not an option to report like there's no fucking package here, guys. Like they're just like, we don't give a shit. Like you gotta like call, and like I call like, oh, we're not open right now. Like you gotta call during business hours. So like can't even call it today because it's Sunday. So I gotta wait until fucking tomorrow to fucking even report that like no, like you either like dropped it at the wrong address or like you didn't drop it off, like one or the other. So and it like triggers me because it's like I feel like they're not even responsible for it, right? Because like if I don't get it, it's not like Amazon, right? Like if I don't get shit from Amazon, I can just be like, hey, like this shit never got done, so they'll just send it to me again. But this is like a third party sending something through USPS, you know. So if they lose, they're just like, oh well, you have to talk to the vendor again, and my vendor is just gonna be like, I don't know what to tell you. I sent you a bunch of shit. I can't help that you didn't get it. So,
rip.
Oh, and apparently tomorrow's President's Day, so I'm not calling tomorrow. Fucking President's Day, man. One. Anyway, back to that.
What the fuck is even that shit? You Americans are so weird.
It's a federal holiday, so federal employees don't work on President's Day.
That's so fucking dumb.
All right, let's talk about Group D though. So let's talk about Group Toss. So you think SOS and who though? We got stats, trap, hero, SOS.
SOS first.
I think
I'm gonna say trap second. Fuck, I'm gonna go back on stat second. I'm gonna say trap second, and he's gonna upset everybody.
Dude, I think it's actually gonna be stats and trap. I think SOS is tilted from losing to Scarlet, and I think he just tanks.
Nah, SOS is gonna make it first. Dude, he's just like the god of mindfuckery, and it's like a PvP group. So it's like this group right here. It's like the circus, right?
Yeah.
It's like the baboons are coming out to play. It's gonna be sick. Oh, I gotta watch that, dude. I love that kind of stuff.
Like they to make it more fair. Like they could literally make it like a 4-person FFA, and it would probably be just as entertaining to watch as like all these 1v1s. You know what I mean? Like, all right, like let's just. I mean,
do like SOS Trap and Hero actually eat might be. They're all crazy, dude. They're all fucking crazy.
Yeah. like that would be a great thing if they did it afterwards, like after the match, like all right, we're gonna have you guys do like one like free for all quick. Like I think that would be fun as hell. Like just see what happens. Like I don't know. I think that would be fucking fun to watch. This is like I don't normally even like mirror matchups, but this is like the one mirror matchup that I'm like actually like, you know, like that I'm actually like looking forward to watching because there's so many good they're all so good, right? Like SOS, Hero, Trap, Stats, like those are like some of the best Protoss right now. So it's like, all right, well, this is going to be a, you know.
You know what I feel might happen? I might feel extremely disappointed after watching that mirror because I'm expecting so much.
Yeah.
Like I'm expecting really, really a lot. So that might disappoint me.
Oh, you know what? I just scrolled down. So I don't know if this is set in stone, but they already have some of the playoffs set in. So it looks like Scarlet's going to play Sue. Is that the real playoff bracket?
I think so because it's already seated like Group A and B, right?
Yeah, so Scarlet will play Sue. That's fuck that. I think that's a real challenge for her. But I do know for a fact that in the last time we talked to Sue, that he does not think likely of foreigners. He does not like discount their ability. Like he knows, like he's like, nope, I know better than that to discount, what they can do. So I think that's going to be a really hard game for her to win. And then it looks like Zest is going to play Dark. So
I don't know, dude. I might get a lot of shit for saying this, but I think Scarlet can take it all the way home. I'm gonna get a lot of shit from a lot of friends from saying this.
You think she? I think she can.
Yeah, I don't know if she can, but I hope she can, and I fucking and I'll fucking like even though not all of my friends like Scarlet. I kind of want a foreigner to win, and like fucking let's fucking go Scarlet, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna put the fanboy hat for this fucking tournament.
Yeah, like even though I'm an American and I'm rooting for America in the Olympics, let's go Canada for this. Yeah, let's go North America. How about that?
North America.
No, I think she can. One thing I will say though, everyone wants to talk about her accomplishments, and she's like the first one since Naniwa to get into the quarterfinals. Let us not forget the farthest foreigner to ever get, the foreigner to get the farthest in back-to-back GSL though was Liquid Jinro, round of 4 back-to-back.
This is way before
lost to MC twice.
This is some like fucking dinosaurs, dude. This is way before my time.
That was 2011.
I didn't even know that game existed.
2011 season 2 maybe, season 2 and season 3 back to back.
Jesus Christ.
Let us not forget the legend that is Liquid Jinro, the Gorilla Terran, who I will not allow him to be forgotten.
I mean, now I know about him. I didn't even play like that.
Yeah, you go back. I mean, he's a great player.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some VODs of the past, like a Squirrel against MVP, because like my friends told me to watch it, and holy shit, I'm so glad I watched it.
Yeah,
that series was sick.
But yeah, regardless, I really do hope that Scarlet can be the next to join him in that, and possibly be the first foreigner to win a GSL.
What would happen if Scarlet wins, though? Fucking people would go crazy, but like, do you think like the Korean elitism would go down at Team Civil at least?
I think if a foreigner wins GSL, then Blizzard's like, all right, remember region locking? Okay, now that you guys proved that you don't need that anymore, we'll take these fucking training wheels off.
Koreans take the money.
Yeah, they're just like, all right, well, you guys had your chance now. It's great.
Fucking oh shit, no, dude, I don't want to see TY in fucking Copa America. Oh, fuck that. that's bullshit.
Yeah. But no, like I mean, that could be a thing. I think the skill gap's close enough now where you could probably just be done with it at this point, if they want it to be. So yeah. I don't think foreigners would travel as much as they used to anyway. Like our Koreans would travel as much as they used to anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean there's less money, right?
Like we might see a couple like at Montreal, we might see a couple like in Valencians, or in a couple like in Austin and stuff, But I definitely don't think it would be like, how it used to be when you would have like random.
Koreans. I mean, it wouldn't be certain that they would win or do well in the tournament anymore. Like it's a lot of money to like just travel, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
they could also get fucked by seeding.
Yeah, exactly. So I think at this point, like you could, they kind of do it. Speaking of seeding, and speaking of open speaking of just that in general in Koreans and foreign tournaments. If you didn't see it, Sue, I can't remember. One of the TL admins paid for Sue's plane ticket to fly him to Katowice so that he could compete in IEM through the open bracket. So like that's pretty hype.
That's sick.
So
that's fucking mighty nice.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go with you.
Yeah. So that's fucking.
It was missing Hawa.
Yeah.
Did I pronounce it wrong? I think it's murder your name, I do.
That's what it was. Yeah. So that was awesome. So that's great to see. Just like, and apparently he's just a huge like Sue fanboy and was like, oh, I just want to see him play. So it's fucking awesome.
The tales of the random Korean producers who would win a tournament and disappear. Dark, dude. Oh, I miss Stardust. Stardust was the shit.
But yeah. In other news, what else has been going on? Optimus went to Revo GG, which if you guys didn't know, he did because I fucking just found that out. So congrats to Optimus for getting signed to a new team. Golf clap. Was there any new pickups? I feel like someone else got signed to a team.
Oh shit!
Am I wrong? Did someone else get picked up?
I think you're right. 1 second.
Also, excuse me.
Oh yeah. Well, basically they bought Red Bloods. Somebody bought.
Oh yeah. What E-Punk, right? E-Punk.
Yeah, first Lily Kanin leaves Red Blood and I see it on Twitter. Like, no, that's fucking weird. I would never thought that happens. And now literally every single member of Red Blood starts leaving and joining this team.
Yeah, so they literally just swap teams.
Yeah.
There's that new team that's coming out, Rise Esports. If you saw that one, which apparently is just a merger between 1F and Rival, from what I understand, from what I've heard. So they're just going to become one team now.
Dude, the fuck.
We have the Dank Shrine news coming at the end of the month.
Rival cannot go away. Fucking Rival is a fucking household name, dude.
No, and it's going to be Rise now, dude.
Dude, it's like, come on, we all know about Rival. They're not for tournaments, but we know if they exist for years.
But Big Daddy Kaboosh has decided, all right, it's time. We're just going to become, we're just going to merge.
We're gonna drop the name, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna merge and drop the name. Oh, feels bad, man.
Maybe
I cannot imagine a world without Rival, dude.
Maybe they'll keep on Rival, and that can be their B teamers. So the A teamers are Rise, but the
Rival cannot die, dude. The name has to go on. Rival future has to be a thing.
Yeah. So, I don't think we missed anything else. I think that's pretty much been it for us.
I guess.
Well, Keen got signed to Revo GG as well.
Yeah, but that happened before Optimus, so I guess they already know. There was a huge announcement for it.
Yeah.
Meliodas is pretty happy with their players, though. Their player shuttle is doing good.
Who's that?
In the regions. Meliodas Esports.
Oh yeah, the new team. Yeah, with Jim and Panda and.
Jim, Panda, and X. Every player is doing well in the region.
Yeah,
I guess they're happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a sneaking suspicion too. Since Semper's still a free agent, I have a sneaking suspicion that Semper is going to go to
Meliodas?
No, to the other one. To
the Lily Kanin one?
No, the other one, the one we just talked about.
Oh, the Rival thingy?
Yeah, to Rise.
Yeah. Rise.
So I have a feeling that he might go there. It's I think it's a possibility. Just because he hasn't already announced anything yet, so I think
I hope he finds a team. He's aside from being a very good player, he's a very nice person.
Oh, I mean, yeah, 100%. I offered him a slot on our team, but he was okay, well, I can't give him what he deserves. That's the problem. I would love to have him on my team. So, but
I know what you mean. He's an expensive player.
No, I don't think he's expensive, but I don't think I can give him what he deserves. I think he can get better offers.
For certain, he can get good offers. He does well enough to get good offers, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it now because I don't really care. But literally, Creature was on Dank Shrine Pro for less than a day. He was on it, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm actually going to go with Psystorm." And I was like, "Okay." See ya. We had it, we welcomed him to the team and stuff, and we were gonna announce it, and then he's like, just kidding. I was like, yeah, we had him for 1 day.
the fucking creature bamboozle. I thought he was gonna stop playing. I guess he didn't.
He was. I think he's kind of like Taylor, like Kawhi, and like a little bit
Come on,
like,
nobody ever stops playing SC2. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody says, I'm gonna stop playing SC2, dude, I'm done with the fucking game. That's bullshit. They're telling you shit.
Yeah, but you know, bottom line was he just got a better offer, and I can't blame him. It's like, okay, well, yeah, have fun. I wish you the best of luck. So, you know, that's all you can do.
I'm trying to think of one person that actually that I know of, like person I know that actually retired. Like, yeah, the fucking Ray Rain was the closest one. He was like, you know what, fuck, I'm switching to Overwatch. I'm gonna be a pro Overwatch player. And, like, he actually got really good. He was like a top 500 tank player. He was on a team, semi-pro team.
I mean, wasn't Big Gabe going full-time Overwatch, then came back?
Big Gabe?
Big Gabe.
I didn't know he was. Wait, he played Overwatch?
Yeah, he like quit playing StarCraft 2 to go play Overwatch.
I didn't know that. I thought he just like took a break.
Yeah, to play Overwatch.
Oh shit!
We're talking about Hero Marine.
Yeah, no, Big Game cannot give me shit now. Then, fuck you, dude.
So and he's like back like playing full time now. So
yeah, I mean he's a full time streamer that just happens to go to tournaments if they're around and does well.
Yeah. Oh, I know one pickup that we didn't talk about was the Muslim got picked up by that one team as like a sole sponsorship. I forget what. I forget who. I might have to look it up. I forget who it was.
We better look it up just in case, man. 1 second.
Let's see. The Muslim, Wikipedia. Wind and Rain? Yeah, Wind and Rain.
And Rain. GG.
So and he is the sole player. Which makes sense. I guess it's I feel like it was a Warcraft or is it just Community League of Legends PUBG? I feel like back in the day that same org ran like a Warcraft 3 team or something. It says Wind and Rain, not War and Rain.
I mean, they have an ESL team, so I guess they have a League of Legends team and a CSGO team. Cool.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Other general news: apparently, Neurograd is going to start running an in-house tournament series from the Playhouse and cast.
Yeah, you forgot about Avila, dude. You forgot about the fact that you picked up Avila. That's weird.
I didn't pick up Avila.
It's bad, man. One can dream. One day.
Right. I wish I could be. I wish I could be so lucky.
Dude, yeah.
What is this? Hang on 1 second. What is this? Oh wait. I found a great Reddit thread. It's our StarCraft content creators and facing reality.
Ooh, the fucking grim name. Jesus.
It says context, and it's Dear Content Creators, which is the Fair Dragon video. Wardi quitting StarCraft. Dank Shrine shares their view. We need you. You want us. As long as we're all being dramatic, I'll say this will probably be the last post on the subreddit as well. And this mostly addresses the Dear StarCraft video, and as most of this is formed after I finished watching that. Part 1. Y'all motherfuckers are delusional.
Oh god.
He's got multiple parts. Who submitted this? Who even is this? Forethought. Who the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, Nurture's teamless now. He left the team that he and the Muslim were in back in the day.
Who?
Nurture, King Archer, dude.
No, Euronix ended that. He didn't leave, and Euronix ended that.
Oh, they ended my leash. Oh,
yeah, he still has apparently he still has the Red Bull sponsorship, but yeah, Euronix no longer is sponsoring it. So yeah,
they're lost.
And Ryung apparently as well. Wait, who is Ryung? Wasn't Ryung playing for someone?
Wasn't he Rebel GG?
Maybe.
No, it was Rebel GG Jack G. Never mind.
Who the fuck? Well,
no, Ryung wasn't an Italian team on a point.
Oh yeah. He was on Imba, right?
No, Imba. It was Exceed Esports.
He's still on. According to this, he's still on Exceed. I mean, unless they haven't updated it.
Yeah. Exceed Esports is that team that had good, right? That keeps.
Dude. Ryung's been on so many teams. He was on Prime, IM, Slayers, Axiom, Team Extreme Supremacy, True Esports, MVP, True Esports, Next Game.
Yeah, but like the last 20 fucking names are literally are just True Esports. I mean, like
Yeah, like
Extreme supremacy.
they just keep
changing
like,
names.
Yeah, they just keep going on fucking different things.
Yeah, they're just by the way, people. They're the same team, changing names over and over again. I don't know fucking why. I don't know the reason. Don't ask me, dude. That's the Guru. I don't know the reason, dude.
All right, I kind of here. I'm gonna put this over here. Let's take a look at this Reddit thread. Let's take a look at this together, guys. Let's see what this guy has to say. Part 1, y'all motherfuckers are delusional. I think you guys can all see that. I think you guys can be able to read it. If someone doesn't determine your channel worth subscribing to, or your content worth upvoting, sharing, retweeting, then that's the end of it. We do not owe you support, and neither does anyone else. If you're a content creator, it's on you to make content worth supporting. If your mental well-being is dependent upon your ability to make money off of StarCraft, then you are going to have a shitty time period, and you need to make choices that positively impact your mental health. One of those is probably exiting the StarCraft scene. Okay, okay. I'm gonna go on point here and saying, we're not talking about people that don't already watch our shit. We're talking about the people that do watch our shit already.
Yeah, we're talking about people that like the shit. Say to like the shit or claim to. Right?
Yeah, no one gives a fuck if you don't like that. That's an opinion. If you don't like someone's shit, I know that. I know people don't like some of the shit that I do, and that's fine. I'm never going to change their minds. I don't really give a shit. That's not my audience. Like, okay, I might, and then maybe I'm taking it out of context. I don't think I am, but we don't owe you anything. No one ever said you did. I think what he's talking about was the Fear Dragon, how he said like how just doing a share and a like and a comment, that shit helps. We're talking about people that already enjoy that shit, that are already watching it. We're not talking about like people that don't like that content. Like if you don't like fucking Rifkin and you don't like Base Trade, I'm not telling you to be like, hey, I love you, like great stuff. No, I'm telling you, if you already like Wardi but you don't necessarily always share that shit, even though you already like it, then maybe you should do that to further help him. That's what he's getting at. So I think you're misunderstanding what Fear Dragon's saying a little bit there, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, that's too much for Reddit, dude. Never give them the benefit of the doubt.
All right, let's go into the next. Let's go into the next section here. Okay, Reddit is also the premier tool to gain viral viewership and attract an audience. I agree. The fact of the matter is that there are no new people coming here. That's false. And even if there were, if you can't handle posting your content on it because of the negativity, then you shouldn't be a content creator, period. Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. So one thing that Wardi can't do that I can do, because Wardi posts because Wardi has content so often, it's against Reddit's terms of service for him to self-advertise his shit. So like I can do it because I only have shit going on like once a week. So I can throw up a new Reddit thread like once per week and not have to worry about like repercussions from that. Whereas like Wardi's doing shit on a daily basis. Like he can't just be like, yo, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Right? Like, that's against terms of service. So like he literally can't do that. All right.
Who was the guy that actually tried to circumvent that and then got fucked for it?
I think it was Hotbid.
I thought it was
Chanman. Chanman. Yeah, you're right. It was Chanman. He had this. I think he had created like a bunch of different Reddit accounts. It was just like posting at it from like different Reddit accounts, but it was all from like the same IP or something. I don't want to get into that because I don't have enough information, so I can't call anyone out. But I know that was the case where like he was like,
it's okay.
He was posting the same shit from multiple accounts.
Yeah.
Okay. You shouldn't be a content creator, period. You have to be willing to utilize the tools you have to push your content. If you can't share your own content, then you can't bitch at me that no one else shares your content. In this case, literally doing your work for you. Okay, well, again, I just talked about that, like how we literally can't overshare our work because it's against terms of service. Okay, so I think.
Wait, Ravi, did Ravi almost get banned for like posting useless facts and selfless promotion?
Yeah, like I said, like I post on Reddit once a week. No, you know what? I take that back. No, it's twice a week. Really?
What's the rule for that?
Maybe I don't even know what the rule is, but I've never gotten hit on it. So, because I'll post the video of, hey, we're doing this interview with so and so on this date, leave your comments and questions, right? And then when it's done, I'll post like, here was the VOD from that session.
Okay.
So like that, like, so I post my own shit twice a week. Granted, I think I might post some shit sometimes from 2 different accounts, only because like on my phone I have like my personal Reddit account that I use, you know, like for like before I was even into like the /StarCraft scene, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then I have like an official one that says like Dang Toast.
Oh, okay.
So, but like if I'm on the go and like I don't know, like I guess I could just fucking log into that account, but I just haven't. But like you can only post. Oh yeah. It's the 1 to 9 rule. So you can only post 1 piece of content of your own for every 9 pieces of someone else's content. Remy, I think it's also that counts if you comment on other people's content. So if you leave a comment, I don't think you necessarily have to post other content. I think you have to contribute something to the 9-to-1 ratio, which I can say that I do not do, but I've never gotten. But I will say that I've never gotten in trouble for that. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
This guy seems to have missed the point of a lot of the things that Travis said.
I think so too. All right, part 2. StarCraft isn't a sustainable ecosystem for content creators. A data-driven argument. If I had to choose tomorrow to make money somehow off of gaming content to support my family, StarCraft doesn't even break the top 15. Okay, let me stop you right there. No shit. No one fucking creates content in StarCraft 2 at this point in time to make fucking money. That was like one of the first things I ever said. It's like, if I was in this to make money, I would have picked a different fucking game. We do this, we do content for this game because we fucking love this game and because we enjoy it. So again, you're missing the point. Okay. If you want to make StarCraft content, that's cool. More power to you. But if you want to fucking pay your bills, you need to be a fucking adult. Okay. Again, Fear Dragon works full time. I work full time. Wardi has the ability to work full time, but he wants to be able to do StarCraft content full time. He's willing to make much less money just so he can do that full time. Okay, like, and for a limited time, he was able to do that. So again, I think you're missing the fucking point again here. Okay, commenting doesn't count. I didn't know that. I guess
I'm curious. Well, she missed the point again.
I've just Fear Dragon. I've never gotten hit for it, so I can't comment on it. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and ride the luck train, I guess, when it comes to that. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back in here, and accept that viewership isn't there, and you need to move on to more lucrative waters. League of Legends. Okay, this is what he. Okay,
okay, that's dumb to say.
This is what if you want to make money, you know how hard it would be to fucking break into League of Legends as a content creator.
Yeah, like that's so fucking dumb. Like.
And also,
established already.
And also, hang on. Not to say that someone couldn't do that. If you're really passionate about a League of Legends and you noticed there was something that people weren't doing and you wanted to do it, more power to you to do that. Okay.
Yeah, but it would be so much more harder to do that. That's in SC2. Like it's
that's true. That's true. But remember, he's coming out of the point. If you're just looking to make money, I would never do that because I don't care about League of Legends, so I would never want to be never to do that anyway. All right, now he says let's compare something like subreddit growth. Okay, let's see what you got here. Are StarCraft metrics?
Yes, it's low.
Okay.
Oh, that's one of the dumbest arguments I've heard.
Total subscribers 200,000. Yeah, dude, there's definitely not enough fucking people to fucking watch our stuff. You're right. He's got us, boys. Got him.
Like I don't know, like tournament viewership for it is not that bad either. Like I don't know, like fucking, I don't know why people is are like this like doomsday kind of fucking mentality. Like yeah, the viewership is not fucking huge, but it's not low either. It's not like that.
Yeah.
These people need to play an actual death game to realize what a death game is.
All right. Next he says, our Path of Exile will surpass this subreddit with the next expansion. What new thing should a player come back to StarCraft 2 for? I haven't played a game in almost a year. What should bring me back? HOTS will surpass this subreddit within the next month or two. Okay. What I don't understand what your point is. Is your point that there's no new people, so we have no one else to pander to? Like, is that what you're trying? Like,
there's a shit ton of new people.
Like we we literally just went free to play. Like if you didn't see the active user base for StarCraft 2 right now, the people that play StarCraft 2 was I think it was 200,000 that we saw when we were at Fear Dragon. What was it? I don't remember. Do you remember what it was?
Okay, so for personal experience, I used to know every single player on the Peruvian community. I don't know half of them now.
Yeah.
There's so many people that I don't know here. Yeah. And it's just like a small community, right? The Peruvian community is not that big.
Yeah.
There's like 200 people I just don't know. And they like talk constantly about this too. New players that play every day. Like, yes, they don't all play 1v1, but they do play StarCraft too. Like, they play 4v4 and free-for-alls and shit like that.
So things that should bring you back into StarCraft. So let's go with his argument. Let's say you haven't played since Wings of Liberty and you're looking to get back into StarCraft. What are the things that can bring you back in? Okay, well, we've got co-op with different commanders and different mutators each week. You've got the Nova campaigns, not to mention the other campaigns if you haven't played since Wings of Liberty. You've got ladder, you've got arcade. We've got great arcade updates coming, and it's free to play. So you can play the most modern ladder right now if you just bought Wings of Liberty. So I actually say that there's a lot of shit to bring you back in if you played in the past but are no longer currently playing. I think there's plenty to bring you back in.
Okay, KOX, but at least the Brazilian community is like sick, okay? I love your community. I love Pedroca, I love Sephiroth. You guys are like lovely.
All right, let's keep reading here.
Okay.
This doesn't even go into the fact that Activision Blizzard obviously doesn't give a fuck about StarCraft. Just look at the esports. Activision Blizzard actually gives a shit about Overwatch. Overwatch League is in an unheard of investment that Blizzard is throwing a lot of big money and talent behind. Blizzard hates StarCraft so much they fucking recon Diva from being a StarCraft player from the canon. Okay.
Again. Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
Okay, again. Hang on. They're investing so much money in it, because they're a fucking business. The whole point is to make money. I'm going to tell you you're wrong for two reasons. That Blizzard doesn't give a fuck about StarCraft. Okay, they gave us the war chest, so they're still creating stuff for us, even though we're investing in our own community. Dota does that, and Dota's extremely successful. We have that. B, they just announced the new season of ASL, so they're still supporting fucking StarCraft 1. So don't sit there and try to tell me that they don't give a shit about StarCraft 2, okay? I was at the fucking community summit this last year. They give a fuck severely, okay? Maybe it's not a priority at this point, but it's not like no one works on that fucking team anymore, right? Like, I'm sorry, you just have no idea what you're talking about.
Nobody wants to see that esport that actually made it happen die. But let's be fucking real. We made it happen. Like, Brood War made it possible, and then SE2, wasn't SE2 like the boom of esports?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Next. Okay, I'm gonna get into. Let's talk about fucking. Okay, Overwatch. Okay, right. Of course, they wanted to invest in it, right? They needed to because they needed to make money off of it, and also because there's money to be made on it, and people are interested in it, right? They're pushing it so hard because they know that it can be big, right? If you don't, it's like not advertising your own shit. Like, that's all they did. They push it so hard because they're advertising it, right? Okay, Blizzard hates StarCraft so much that they fucking recon Diva from being a StarCraft player from the canon. Okay,
that actually is
one, no. They said specifically that was not her main game. They did not say that she did not play StarCraft, so you're wrong there. Okay? And two, maybe I'm in the minority here. I don't really give a shit about that. Like, that's something that's so insignificant that I really just don't even care.
I kind of liked Diva when she was a SE2 pro.
Yeah. Mini Reaper, you can check out our YouTube. It'll be on YouTube like tomorrow. Just do YouTube/DankShrine, or you can watch the VOD later today. Just come back to the channel and you can watch the VOD. Hope you enjoyed the show. Okay. So yeah, it's such an insignificant, stupid thing that like they really didn't need to do that. I think it is kind of dumb, but like I think the people that got butthurt over that are people that were like, oh no, I can't jerk my little ding dong now that I know the Diva's not a fucking StarCraft pro. Like, my world's come to a fucking end. Like, that's how some people acted. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
you know what's funny? I don't know the people that get that way don't actually play StarCraft.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
so, okay.
They don't even have a bone to pick. They just hate him because...
Yeah. All right, let's just keep moving forward here. Viewership is declining. He said, speaking of esports, viewership is declining. Okay, StarCraft viewership on Twitch. So this is from 2017 to 2018 on average. Okay. What are these numbers? What are these numbers at the bottom? These are two different graphs. Is this compared to a different game? Like, what am I looking at? This graph isn't even clear. So no. And yeah, viewership's all over the fucking board. Do you know what time our tournaments are? We've got tournaments... They're on at 10 a.m. for fucking EU. We've got tournaments that are on at fucking 8 o'clock at night for fucking NA. We've got tournaments that are on at noon for Korea. Of course, all those people aren't on at the same fucking time, bro. Like, you're not going to have fucking consistent numbers like that. Like, that's not how it works.
Ooh, the part tree is like, shit.
You commend the amount of effort. I do, but it's wrong.
He meets the point.
Yeah. Good job for for making a big post about missing the point. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's talk about the pyramid of viewership. A fraction of all gamers... That sounds like it's a pyramid scheme. The fraction of all gamers play StarCraft. A fraction of that fraction plays serious 1v1s. A fraction of that fraction care about ever watching esports. A fraction of that fraction are dedicated viewers. A fraction of that... so you don't even have real numbers. You're just saying a fraction of a fraction watch secondary content.
The idea is completely fucking wrong because like more people watch SE2 than
play SE2. Yeah. A fraction of that fraction watch secondary content about StarCraft esports. Your content is here. If you're making esports commentary style videos, your audience is now in the quadruple digits at this point. The going free to play was supposed to be the great time to bring the game back into the spotlight, but it appears that cap has already been reached and the decline will continue. Games per day still hasn't been higher than when the launch, according to Rank for the Win. Okay, but that's not a good indicator of how many people are actively playing. Games per day? That's a really poor metric to go off of.
Does that count like custom games and like free-for-alls and shit?
Probably not. It probably only counts 1v1s.
Because like most of the Peruvian community and new players are like don't really play 1v1. They play a lot of custom games. They watch a lot of SE2. There's a lot of 2v2, 4v4s.
Yeah.
They have fun with the game.
All right,
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going here. But perhaps you think I'm a Redditor who knows nothing about the determination of the StarCraft community. Well, here's a reason Kespa disbanded last year. However, the drop in numbers of Pro League teams and players, difficulties securing league sponsorships, and match-fixing issues have made it challenging to maintain Pro League. As such, Kespa has come to announce the discontinuation of Pro League and its operations of the 5 out of the total 7 StarCraft professional teams that participated in Pro League 2016. If Kespa found it impossible to continue, then who the fuck are you? Smile. Let me just ask you one question here, bro. Who the fuck are you? Okay? Who the fuck are you? Okay? Who the fuck are you to tell me that I can't make content? Okay? Because Kespa can't do it, you can't fucking do it. Okay, bro. Let's break this down again. Let's go in this one. Let's go in here. Okay, first, Kespa's a tournament organizer, right? What content does Kespa make besides tournament organizations? Besides organizing Pro League? Nothing, right? That was their main function. Were they making fucking videos like we're making? No. So you're comparing two different fucking things, bro. Okay? So calm down. You're comparing apples to motherfucking oranges. They're both fruit. You're right. They both have StarCraft in it, but it's two different fucking things.
Yeah,
and also, I'm a firm believer that Kespa put the fucking axe into their own goddamn back by being so fucking restrictive with their own shit. If they had do you know the reason why Dank Shrine was one of the first shows to have like fucking English to Korean interviews was because Kespa would never allowed that in the past to happen. So, you know, when you had bigger shows than mine, like State of the Game or like The Late Show and like shit like that more people watched and they could have had Korean guests, no, they couldn't because they didn't allow it. So you could go, the only Koreans you would have been able to interview were people like True, like Polt that were like playing out of the US and playing in our circuit, not in Kespa. Okay? So they I'm a firm believer that they fucking did it to themselves by being so restrictive. Cause, all right. I'm getting a little worked up. Getting a little worked up here. It's okay.
It's all good.
Let's go back into it. Okay, if Kespa, that's a great line. If Kespa found it impossible to continue, then who the fuck are you? Why do you think?
How dare you, dude?
Why do you think Carbot does animations for Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, and Overwatch? They see the market changing and they're adapting. Okay, now we're talking about someone. Okay, hang on. Do you know that the only reason why Carbot even got found out was because he posted his shit to Reddit? Like that's how like people found out Carbot like animations, right? And he got paid by Blizzard to make his fucking videos. You know that, right? Like and of course they wanted him to do other things like, hey, like we feel your format would be great for other things. You should adapt them to other things. Cuz why wouldn't they? Okay. Part 3. Your best isn't good enough. Let's take an honest look at your content. 10 years ago, there wasn't the hundreds of gaming channels on Twitch and YouTube. There wasn't Netflix. There wasn't HBO Go. 10 years ago, there was Netflix. Dude, you're retarded. Like you're wrong again. Like okay. Regardless, there was Netflix. There was Netflix, and maybe it wasn't HBO Go, but there was Netflix.
Dude, it's 2018. Facts don't matter. It's all about how I feel about shit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There wasn't Overwatch or Witcher 3 or accessible VR machines or Doom. There was Doom. You're an idiot again. Or entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. YouTube Haiku and daytime TV was Judge Judy and cop reruns. Back when you could get away with some of the more interesting creative decisions. What is this? The annoying orange.
Hey, Apple. Apple. Hey.
Okay, I don't get where. Okay, I don't get where he's going with that. Today there are more avenues of entertainment that have ever existed before, and the bar has been raised. There's only so many hours in a day I can dedicate to entertainment. I have shit to do, and that means you need to step the fuck up and give me a reason not to watch Stranger Things season 2. Believe it or not, your StarCraft 2 content may not be God's gift to mankind. Okay.
So he once again missed the point. Like the people that you were addressing, I guess Ravi was addressing, was people that already the people that already like the content, right? Like they already like the content.
Okay.
He's talking about fans.
You need to step up. Give me a reason not to watch. Okay, why would I not want you to watch Stranger Things 2? I watch Stranger Things 2. Like, what the fuck? Like, okay, calm down. Take a deep breath, guys. We're all in this together. What the fuck? You're way the fuck off base.
I think he also
do you think we live in a world? Do you think we live in a world where like I have to choose whether or not I'm going to watch Wardi's tournament or whether or not I'm going to watch GSL or fucking watch Stranger Things 2? Bro, we live in a world where we have VODs. I can watch Stranger Things 2 any fucking day on Netflix. I can watch fucking GSL any day on Netflix. You can watch my content any goddamn day on YouTube. Anytime you have a free moment to watch it. Okay? So I don't get where you're going with this again. Okay? Like what is the point that you're making? I get that you're saying there's all these different avenues, but you're trying to act like I'm competing with goddamn Netflix and HBO Go. Right? I'm not. All right. I want to watch GSL on Netflix. That would be great.
Just some GSL and chill.
Okay. Let's go in. Let's switch back. Okay. The subreddit. Okay, no wait, that was not where I was. If you've been making videos for 9 years, you've made nearly 700 videos, or your channel viewership hasn't even broken 100K. You need to take a good look at the quality of your content, and you can't blame a subreddit for the lack of viewership at this point. Okay, well, our channel's been around for 1 year. Okay, so channels that have been around for a long time. Wait, hang on, maybe I'm misunderstanding him. If you've been making videos for 9 years, have made nearly 700 videos, or your channel viewership hasn't even broken 100,000. Okay, so you're not taking into account new content then, right? You're only taking into account old content. Okay, case in point, Neuro. How many views does Neuro have? So he's got 5,000 subscribers, and his videos have been viewed 500K times. Okay, great. So that's okay. Those are good stats. Am I missing the point on this? I don't understand. Like, what is he getting at? Is he comparing, like, he's saying these are subscribers, these are content creators that are better than us? Is that what he's getting at? Smile? Oh, Smile's muted. Smile left. All right, he'll come back. Okay. I don't understand what he's getting at this point. Like, our channel's only been around for 1 year. Like, I wouldn't expect for my content to have that type of viewership yet. It's a work in progress, right? Like, I don't get it. Smile passed out drunk. Yeah, he's addressing it to all content creators. Like, it was a blanket. Like, it's not like to me. But it's fucking to everyone.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. Like, my dog was going crazy.
Oh, no worries. All right, let's look at this. Okay. This subreddit isn't playing favorites. People are just watching what they like. Why should I watch your videos over everyone else on this list? The fact that it's your dream isn't a compelling reason. Okay? No shit.
but he's not telling you to watch for, like, he's not threatening
why
you
can't
to watch.
Yeah, okay, I don't understand why. Okay, so are you telling me, like, if I watch Fear Dragon and I watch Loco and I watch Pig and I watch Neuro, that I can't watch Wardi and I can't watch Dang Shrine? Like, of course not. Like, oh, it's impossible.
Dude,
Like,
I don't know, dude. I'm getting an aneurysm of, like, sheer stupidity here. I don't know what to say.
I feel like if you like all their content, hey, give mine a shot. You may also like mine. Like, I've had Pig on my show. I've had Neuro on my show. I've had Fear Dragon on my show. Like, you might like what I have to offer. Like, I don't... Okay. I've watched 3 videos on pro gaming today. One of them was an hour-long lecture. When I find a good channel about pro gaming, I subscribe. Even when they're exceptionally small. StarCraft 2 content has reached a really high bar to appeal to me, especially since I don't really play it anymore. Okay, so maybe you're not my fucking core viewership. Like, why? This dude is basically saying, like, if you want me to watch your content, guys, Wardi, Toast, fucking Jordan, if you want me to, Gauntlet, if you want me to watch your content, you need to fucking bend over, fucking lube up, and let me fuck you in the butthole, is what he's telling us. He's saying we need to pander to him exclusively, is what he's saying.
He can suck a dick. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have said that. What?
You can't be doing the same thing over and over and suddenly expect new results. Okay, what did he post? Wardi TV.
I kind of want to go ham on the boy.
Why?
I can.
Okay, so he links Wardi's channel. Why? He's doing you a courtesy of breaking these matches down by who they played. So Neve versus Scarlet versus True. If you're a big fan of Scarlet, maybe you want to watch all Scarlet's games. He's doing you a favor instead of having to fucking skip through the VOD of being able to click on that fucking video exclusively and then watching that exclusively. I mean, are you getting at that he's using the same background? Because that's all for the same tournament. So that makes sense too. I don't... Okay. Sure. Why not? All right, part 4. I'm done.
This is a part 4?
Yeah, this is the last part. Part 4. This is the conclusion, guys. Part 4. I'm done. I'm not a big content creator. I don't even know who the fuck you are, bro. Like, and I'm not saying that as a negative thing. I just don't know who he is. He's a content creator.
Really? Okay.
I'm not a big. I would. You should have linked your own shit. I would have liked it and shared it for you. I would have promoted it.
I mean, this itself would have been promotion, right? Like,
Yeah. I'm not a big content creator. I'm not a big esports personality. I'm not anybody for. I'm not an anybody for StarCraft. I got Legacy of the Void and have had a lot of fun. I like a lot of the personalities and even made my own videos about StarCraft, but I simply have better things to do, other stuff to work on, and other games to play. It's frustrating seeing a game hampered by Blizzard, not giving a shit about it, and just watching it slowly die, and watching people bury their heads in the sand at the cost of their own sanity.
I mean, now he's picking up bone with fucking the players. So
Yeah.
he can just like a fun one. Holy shit.
Also, part one, you were talking about like your like health and well-being, dude. At this point, I'm concerned about your health and well-being. Like, are you okay? Like, you seem pretty fucking depressed writing this. Like, I think you need to like get a therapist.
I mean, I don't know if I'm okay. I'm pretty fucking livid reading this shit. Oh my god.
So great. You got other shit to do on. So why did you even take the time to write this fucking post? Like, I don't understand your motivation to write this. Like, you just like felt like you needed to be heard, but you did nothing. This brings okay, guys. This directly brings me back to what I was talking about before about not wasting your time on negativity. Because even I'm wasting my time on this negativity, but I'm having fun with it, so it's positive for me. But like writing this was just one.
I'm livid.
Yeah, but this was just one big like I'm negative about the community. You know, okay, so let's see. One of the cooler things I saw happen recently, so now he's talking about a different game. So one of the cooler things I saw happen recently is Path of Exile from November to December partnered with Twitch to promote cosmetic drops, during their War of Atlas expansion. PoE was in the top, so Path of Exile was in the top 5 on Twitch browser for a really long time as people farmed drops and helped those streamers a lot in keeping their stream sustainable, and a lot of new viewers and a lot of newer streamers benefited from content hosting. Constant hosting. I wish that sort of ingenuity and compassion for creators was present at Blizzard. It is. Like,
Dude, they promote the streamers in the launcher sometimes.
Yeah, no shit. Like, again, bro, like, I'm sorry that you're not integral enough to be invited to, like, community summits, but you just don't know a lot of the information that we know, right? So if you want to tell me that Shoutcraft Kings isn't promoted by Blizzard, or that Wardi isn't helped out, you know, like, at all by Blizzard.
Like, even Ladder Heroes. Remember Ladder Heroes? Like, I'm pretty sure Blizzard had 100 Ladder Heroes with Bobby, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they provide the prize pool. And have promoted it.
They give a shit about StarCraft.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're on about.
Okay. It should be apparent to everyone that it's not. You're wrong. I generally want content creators to succeed, but it's increasingly obvious that the ability to succeed in this space is increasingly difficult. Okay, yep, I agree with that. And I don't think StarCraft or Blizzard is worth sacrificing your mental health for. If you're struggling to justify making content, if you are struggling to make justify am I retarded? If you are,
I think that's worse grammar than mine, dude.
Well, I think if you are struggling to make if you're struggling to make justly making, okay, I think you had a stroke here. If you're struggling to justify making content for StarCraft, seriously consider whether or not you should just move on. What are the comments? Just Jordan says, well, that's just like your opinion, man. That's what I would say. Reminds me of something Huck said years ago. If you can't make it while part-time, you'll probably never make it full-time anyway. I think you're missing the fucking point here.
I don't know.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed our little interactive reading for this.
I mean, that was something.
Wow.
That was definitely something. A very special piece of content right there.
All right. I missed a lot of chat. I'm going to go back up and see if you guys had anything interesting to say. Yeah. Okay. Why does anyone care that this guy thinks? I don't. I don't. I just saw the reason why I read that is because I thought it was funny. That's the only reason why I read. I don't give a shit. I read it because I thought it was funny, and because he's wrong, and I proved that he was wrong multiple times. But no, that was fun. It was a fun little read through. Thank you, whoever fucking submitted that. I don't even remember who it was, but thank you for submitting that. I had a good laugh a couple times reading that. You missed the point entirely, dude. Like, and maybe you should just go hang out with the Path of Exile people. You talked about that game quite a few times. Maybe that's who you should go hang out with, is people that play that game. That's cool. Maybe the StarCraft community is just not for you, bro. But yeah, I think he was way off point on a lot of those things. But yeah. What were we talking about?
We're talking about it was the answer to the Ravi videos.
Yeah, that's what he was mainly going off of, but I don't know.
Like, all the topics stem from the Ravi thingy, right?
Yeah.
So far.
Like I said, I think okay, like I said, the main takeaway that I think you guys should have from our entire conversation from today, that is, if you enjoy someone's content, if you already enjoy it and you like it, you should share it. If you already like it, you should comment on it. You should like it. You should share it. You should fucking leave them a note that you enjoy them doing it and that you don't want them to stop.
I mean, you don't have to, but it's nice.
Yeah.
It helps.
Well,
really helps.
I'm definitely not telling you to go take someone's content that you don't fucking like and go share that, because why the fuck would you want to do that? Okay, I'm done. I'm done ranting for today, unless someone else has a topic that I could dig into, because I could go. But
is there anything else SC2 related right now?
Anything else going on in SC2? Okay, let's take a look here. Let's take a look.
National Wars 5.
Yeah, well, you can talk about that.
I'm actually thinking if I should actually. I don't know if I should sign for that.
For Peru?
Yeah, because I haven't actually been practicing that much.
Okay, so hang on. I do have something I want to talk about Nation Wars. What do you guys think about Nation Wars, quote unquote, being a popularity contest, right? Do you think it should be like a bracket, like a tournament, and just like top 3 get it going, and then 4th is the alt? Or should it just be based on votes?
The thing about like
if you have a small enough region, like it's just going to be them anyway. But if you have a big enough region where enough people want to be a part of it, and they're good players, but maybe they're not the most popular player.
I mean, Overwatch does something similar for the World Cup, right? Like there's some requirements that you meet, and then you get voted in.
Yeah.
And same in Nation Wars, at least from the past experience that I played on, right? It's like you at the very least have to be a Grandmaster player, and then you can get voted in, right?
Right.
The thing in SC2 is like the skill variance in between Grandmasters to other Grandmasters is like huge.
Right.
Especially talking about top pro to like semi-pros, right? It's like there's a huge skill gap. So I can see the argument why like the popularity contest is not the greatest idea, because like it will like shit, I'm gonna get shit anyways. Okay, like Tanius being on like the North American team would make the team a bit weaker than having somebody like Jon Snow, but it would also make more people want to watch it, because Nathanius is a big personality, right? And if he gets he does like meet the requirement to play for it, and he has a huge like fan base, so it would make it hype.
Yeah. So
it might not be the best for the American team, but it would make it hype, and people would want to watch Nathanius play.
Right.
So it's like it has the upsides and it has the downsides. Like you just have to see what you prefer.
Yeah.
Like if you prefer like people to like fucking, cheer for the hype and stuff, or like just have the better players. Like depends on that. I personally prefer the voting system. It's kind of fun. It makes it kind of fun.
I think maybe it would be nice if it was like, kind of what Logan says here is like, maybe if like one of them was voted in, and then the other spots were through like a competition. Like that way you still have like a voting aspect. Or I don't know, or maybe just do like a top 10 system, right? Like where people vote, like you submit it, and then people vote, right? And then the top 10 are then in a bracket, and then they play, or whatever.
Yeah, that would work as well. Like,
That way, you're still voting for the most popular, right? But then at least the ones that are voted there have the opportunity to compete to potentially get in, right?
yeah, I just hope that Paolo sings that this time. Come on, dude. Don't leave me alone. Don't do it to me. Dude, it was like no, like people didn't even show up last time. It was like me and like nobody else. Felt
Yeah.
bad, dude.
But there were some great games from last year's Nation Wars. Like, do you remember when Semper beat Zest? Like, that was great.
Yeah.
Like, that was
Dude, and
fucking
did you
lit.
watch the show match Clem against Snoot? Oh, that's fucking
Yeah.
that was sick.
Yeah.
Fucking Clem was playing out of his mind, dude. Fucking little Clem, ready to take the world.
So yeah, Nation Wars is always hype. I always like it, but I don't know. I guess I'm not a biggest fan of how they pick it. I think I like if they were to do it that way. If they were to go vote in top 8 and then let them compete for the slot, or if it's not big enough, unfortunately, like just you're in. If there's not enough people, but I think it should be cool. And I hope you guys don't think I was like beforehand. Like I'm not hating on anyone's content. Like the whole point of this was just to give my opinion on like why it can be frustrating to be a content creator. Like nothing more, nothing less. Like I was just giving my 2 cents on why I think it can be frustrating and why sometimes it's hard. And I can understand why Wardi said what he said. Like I wasn't talking shit and I wasn't like saying anything else. Like I was just giving my opinion about it. But
It is what it is.
yeah, exactly. But yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. What's going on for the rest of today? Is Wardi still doing his?
For the rest of the day, it's like Proxy Tempest, Base Trade Miscellaneous, The Gauntlet, and Odyssey.
Yeah, so make sure you guys watch that today. I know Wardi is doing his rerun right now, so if you missed that earlier, you should go ahead and check that out. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I know we went on some fucking rants. I'm sure I'll get some shit for this, but I don't care. Fucking bring it.
Dude, I'm just another drunk Peruvian. I'm okay with all the backlash. The random drunk Peruvian.
Yeah. Thank you for the bits, Andy. Appreciate it. But yeah, so we'll no show on Wednesday next week. I'm out of town for work. We're gonna try to do another weekend show. Another early in the morning like we did today. Another early start time. So you guys will be able to tune in for that. You can check out this VOD probably tomorrow. I'll probably edit it later today and have it up for tomorrow. If for some reason you're new and you enjoyed my rant, hit the follow button. That helps. It does. Share this content if you enjoyed it. That helps as well.
Go tell Cats to fucking sign up for Nation Wars, please, dude.
What?
No, I'm just asking your viewers to tell Cats to sign up.
Sign up for Nation Wars, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, if anything helps, like I said, it's not necessarily monetarily, but everything helps. So, yeah, if you want to help out, you can hit subscribe. You can donate. Like I said, all our money right now that's being donated to us will be going to our trip for DreamHack Atlanta or DreamHack Austin for travel costs, and then for housing for the whole team, for the whole Thanks Shrine Pro squad. So
nice.
Yeah.
You're gonna take bolts,
What's that?
You're gonna take bolts then. That's cool.
Yeah, yep. He'll be there. Taylor will be there. Renjen will be there, and then the other 4 people that I have. The other 4 people that I haven't announced yet will probably be there. It'll probably be. There'll probably be all 7 Thanks Shrine Pro players will probably be at Austin. So I'm really excited for it. So, and I know that you guys are going to be excited about this announcement that we've got coming up. But anyway, I'm going to end the show. Guys, thank you very, very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, do something nice for someone today. Let someone know that you enjoy their stuff. And let's find someone to give the old host a Reno to. Let's see. You thermal?
Yeah, I think he needs the viewers, dude. He doesn't have enough.
Oh shit, is he even streaming?
Yeah. He's actually streaming from Korea.
Liquid dude, he's number 1. He doesn't. Is there anyone else I can give it to? Come on, let's
there's a Scorpion, I guess.
Dude, she gets 100 on her own. She doesn't need that. Is there anyone?
I don't know this stuff, but I don't watch people.
Yeah. Should we give it? We could give it to Gabe. No.
Oh, we gave streaming. Yeah, let's go with the greatest of all Gabe. The
No.
relatively large Gabe.
He won't even recognize. He'll just be like, I don't know who this is.
Duke an American, he's part of the game,
Jason just went live. We're gonna host Jason.
Okay, let's go, Jason.
All right, we're gonna host Juggy J, boys. So go watch Juggy J stream. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next weekend. Peace.
Much love, boys.